Hey, hi everyone, and welcome to another weekly connection. So here we are, and we've been following a lot of these energy surges, I don't know what to call them exactly, that have been happening with Earth and affecting humanity. So we're going to talk a lot about that. I have a whole series of things that I want to talk about because, the main issue that I hear from people is though that it doesn't look like it's really happening because the world looks worse. And the thing is that the world is going to look worse for several reasons, and we're going to talk about that. But the main one that they want to talk about today is that this new matrix set in on the etheric level, like one vibrational level, like in your aura, above your physical body. And it doesn't filter into your physical body right away. The same thing applies with illness. The thought, the derangement is in the aura, and then it goes in through the chakra and into the organs. So the same process is occurring in bringing that light matrix into your physical body and into the body of all of humanity, humans, I guess we'll say, into everyone. So the other thing is that this light is shaking up all of your crud. Is crud a four-letter word? I was thinking of another one. Anyway, because that's stirring up all that, and your paradigms are being challenged. My paradigms are being challenged, and I'm pretty open-minded. So if you're a very rigid-minded person, you're going to have a particularly difficult time with what's occurring. But all of this energy is continuing to explode, is the word that comes to my mind. It's exploding in that one explosion after another, after another, after another. We keep getting hit with solar flares and CMEs. There was a thing in the news last week that the Earth is having very abnormal anomalies going on in the Earth's crust, and scientists do not understand it or know what it is. And although we don't necessarily understand it and know what it is, we know why it is. We know that because we know that the Mother has brought on this new 5D energy matrix, and that when we do the meditation, you can feel that the grid is getting wider and wider, bigger and bigger. And that is affecting that core, the Earth core. And there will be all sorts of things happening, earthquakes and all of that. And where we are in the photon belt, we say the good get gooder, the bad get badder, and the crazy get crazier. And that is what is occurring because all of this stuff is getting stirred up inside of all of us. Excuse me. And we're unable to figure out what's going on. Old patterns, old things you suppressed, they're right at the surface now. You thought they were before? Not like this. This is going way back in time because we're working on that 3D template, right? In the Earth, in the root aura, there is a 3D template that says what 3D humans are. And we have to change that now to 5D human. So we have to change our template. So it's not always comfortable. I always watch the news because it gives me a pulse on the collective consciousness. Not that I get into the news, I do not. But even I stopped because it's like, okay, SOS. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And I didn't want my energy to kind of get glommed by it. So let's go ahead and do our clearing because I forgot that Mahay said. So this is the aura spray, which clears our aura of your thought patterns, others' thought patterns. It doesn't matter what it is. It gets rid of it, right? The cosmic thrust oil, which will now bring us together through time and space and align us heaven and earth. So we're going to bring it in. It's a good thing I have Mahay because I forget this sometimes. Deep breath in. 15-second meditation, aligning you heaven and earth, connecting you at that solar plexus, which is so important during this time that we keep it clear. I've been spraying myself with the spray every night before I go to bed, just because I have a lot of people on my aura and I don't mind, and they munch and crunch the light and I don't mind. Yet the other, I guess it's been maybe 3 nights or 4 nights, I have been feeling like way too much zizziness, I call it, way too much drama going on in the collective consciousness, and I had to clear. And I had to kind of clear some of that off. So the spray will do that for you if you're feeling overwhelmed. And here's the thing about being a star child and a light seed. We allow people to munch and crunch that gold light because it helps them in their journey in life. But, and I mean this with absolute compassion, we don't care. If you start to care and you start to feel that and you start to feel their energies, you need to clear yourself. Because people don't know what to do if they don't have guidance. They're very confused and scared right now about what is going on the planet. And we don't want you to be scared, because now you're going over to the dark side when you're in fear or anger or any of those negative emotions. The whole paradigm of greed and jealousy is being dismantled. And those mutations of human behavior are no longer in the matrix yet. You see more of it than ever in the world around you. Why? Because they're holding on for dear life to all of this crazy stuff that they thought empowered them. So we need to keep our shield very, very strong and allow them to grow with the light. You can't push the river. So you're going to go through crazier times than we have ever gone through before. But, if you hold your center and do not allow yourself to fall into that negativity, process, work on the issues that are at hand, because there will be emotional issues that come up for all of us. But do it consciously. Using conscious use of power, using your empathic shield. Not falling into that 3D cha-cha, as we call it. Then you will be fine. And you will process out of this. If you find yourself falling into fear or anger or any other negative emotion, there's a lot of, the way I believe is the right way and the way they believe is the wrong way. And we say it over and over again. Neither is correct. The only truth there is love. The only true action is love, kindness, and compassion. So I don't want to tell you what you should do with your body or not do with your body or your lifestyle or anything. I just want to tell you to come from love, kindness, and compassion. Because that is the only thing that this matrix identifies with. It no longer identifies with those negative emotions. So if you identify with those negative emotions, you're going to get some guff. Things are going to boil up. You're going to get swacked. Why? Because it's not supported by nature, and it is not supported by that root template in 3D human coding. Now remember, it's out here. It's in your aura right now, and we need to bring it into your identity, into who you are and what you are, as this matrix shifts out of the etheric and into the physical, which is you and me. All right, so let's do it. So we're going to bring that light in from your crown, and it's that golden, yummy, yummy, viscous light that we bring in, and it comes in all the way in through your body, out your feet and into the earth to the mother. And she grabs on to your tether. She goes, yahoo, glad you're here, right? She's always so happy when we dig into the grid, always. And it's kind of that kind of greeting I get. I always get a like, yeah, greeting. And now we bring that energy in out our feet and into that matrix, and we grab onto the matrix. And you feel how much it is growing. Every week it's growing bigger when I do this with you. And I do it on my own, but I do it in this way where you feel that grid, and it's really fun. And then with the essence of the mother, we bring it up our back and back up to the top and down. So now we have yin, mother, nurturing, compassion, and down, father, yang, courage. And we can be strong without being opinionated. We have our opinions, but I don't care about my opinion, and you don't care about my opinion. We have what works for us in energy and balance with our lives and the earth. But if you're finding you're having imbalance, like people don't want to talk to you anymore, people are alienating from you, then there must be something out of sync or out of balance, and you have to find out what that is. And you don't want a lot of cha-cha and drama with people around you and your placement on the earth. I don't have to prove whether I'm right or wrong. That just doesn't stinking matter. And that's a really difficult topic for everyone to understand. But it's true. Because the only truth is love. Loving one another is the thing that will take away this divide that we're feeling now. So let's bring that light around and around and around. Good. Keep spinning it. Bring that orbit in. That's your tether, right? Between heaven and earth. And now bring it up and let it waterfall out the top of your head. And it hits that first aura. Very important, because here's where we have the well of the mother and that connection to earth and learning to become more and more in sync and connected to nature energies. I would love to do a live video with the divas that are sparkling around here with everything blooming with you. I'm trying to figure out how to convey that on a video. It's difficult. But you can really, at this time of year, feel their energies so much easier. It's easier in the spring. Now, it's not spring for everybody, I understand. It is spring here. But it's coming. And when it comes, I want you to really connect more in your garden. I'm rebuilding my entire garden and my fairy garden. Everything's getting a revamp around here. And it's great to do that because here we are in this new, greater, stronger connection to the earth and to the mother. So in that root template is that 3D you and the 5D you. So let's really amp up the 5D you and let the 3D dissolve. It will dissolve on its own. It's no longer supported. And then we bring it out into your sacral aura, which is all that crazy stuff we have been told is true. And if it causes separation, I got news for you. It's not true. It isn't, because truth doesn't cause separation. Truth is love, kindness, and compassion. There's no separation in those things. So we want to bring that light in and out of that sacral chakra. Oh, how good that is to just dissolve all of that crazy stuff, that 3D earth, when it was morphed into this mutated, distorted matrix. And we're letting it dissolve now. We're letting it go inside of ourselves. We're just letting it clear. That's good. And then we bring it up into the solar plexus, where our power is love. Not my opinion or your opinion. Who gives a darn? Don't. Bring that through the solar plexus. Now my power is love. That is the only real power there is. Ego power is dissolving. And these guys and girls and whoever are trying to hold on to that matrix, but they cannot. It's crumbling in their hands. So it looks bad, but it is not. And then into the heart. Oh, and let's just be love. Just let that love go in and out. And it feels so good to come from love, doesn't it? It doesn't feel good to come from anger or fear or jealousy or greed. It doesn't feel good. And it's never satisfied. But love, unending, expanding more and more, farther and farther. So we bring that in. That's good. In and out of the heart. And in through the throat now, so that all of our expression and all of who we are is that 5D being that doesn't feel anger and fear or separation. Wouldn't it be a lovely day when we dissolve duality? We're getting there. And up into the third eye, where we know we are on this quest and we are doing the job, even though the outer layer looks the opposite. Do not be fooled by that, and it is an attempt to bring you back down vibrationally. Don't let it happen. Be the light. Be the light seed that you are, and wear your crown brilliantly. Because what we need now are light seeds shining and emitting that love through our aura. And that seventh aura and the telepathic notch are filled with that golden light that everyone is welcome to. Use your spray, use your tools if you feel like it's too overwhelming. You can clean it up and make sure your shield is up. You have to do this. You have to do your shield, keep it on so often that you do not get glommed. Something might be a trigger, then you deal with that trigger. But it shouldn't be all the people that are munching and crunching causing you issues. That, we have these tools, we have the chakra kit, the cosmic thrust oil, and the cosmic cleanse so that we can refresh ourselves. So you want to do that often, right now. So wear that shield out 18 inches and be the light seed you were born to be. It's a great time to be here. And I will see you again. I love you. Bye-bye.